You know that feeling when you finally pass your driving test and all that weight is just lifted off your shoulders? Well, I know what it's like, and the purpose of this video is for you to feel what it's like as well. So today I'll be giving you 5 tips to help you pass your driving test just like I did, from scratch, in just under 8 months. Number 1, be prepared to open your wallet. Learning to drive and driving after you pass in the UK is very expensive. You have to pay for lessons, both your tests and your instructor on the day of your test. Right now, the hourly rate for driving lessons is around £30. Depending on when you're watching this, it could have changed. It took me 20 hours to prepare for my driving test with my instructor, and I'm talking about 20 hours from scratch. I had never touched a steering wheel before. So in terms of lessons, I spent about £600. Then you have to book your theory test, which costs £23, and your practical test costs £62. That's if you pass first time on both. So from these numbers, you can have an idea of how much you'd spend. Number 2 is take theory mock tests. If you haven't already, download the official DVSA Theory Test Kit app right now. It's £5, so it should be in your budget, but I can't stress how important this app is. It is a necessity if you want to pass your theory test first time, and your practical test as well, and I can't stress this enough. There is no limit to how many mock tests you can take, and this app really helps you train your brain into thinking the way DVSA want you to think. There are a lot of dumb questions on this test, and unfortunately a lot of people get caught out on them because they didn't use the app. And because of this, they fail. So please, download the app. Do it for me, please. Number 3, practice with a friend or family member, preferably where you're going to take your test. This one's very relative to everyone's situation, but if you have someone you can practice with, this can be a friend, your parent, your brother, your sister, anyone that you know and have regular access to, so you can practice your driving skills. However, they need to comply to these 3 rules. They need to be over 21, have held their full license for over 3 years, and will always be by your side while you're driving. Another important thing is you need to be insured. Even if the main driver has their own insurance, you need learner insurance. Now for learners, this is fairly cheap. I used to pay around £60 to drive for a month, so I could drive with my dad whenever I wanted. If you're looking for learner insurance, I do recommend Marmalade. They are not sponsoring me. I wish they were, but yeah, the company I used when I was learning, and yeah, their prices are good, they're very reliable and very easy to use. Now, be very careful of this, as this does not replace an instructor. If you're someone like me who had no prior driving experience, learn the basics with an instructor, and when you're confident, then you can practice with friends or family. Do not try and learn with your dad or your mum or your brother. It might seem like an easier option and the cheaper option, but trust me, it's not worth it. Please, just get an instructor. It's better for me, for everyone on the road. Number 4 is be quick. Since the COVID-19 pandemic, driving tests have constantly been delayed as the demand has gone up, but the availability has gone down. And because of this, booking a driving test can take up to months. I passed my theory test in March 2023 and was lucky enough to book a test only in August. So as soon as you pass your theory, get on the DVSA website as fast as possible and book your test. A special tip I have if you're struggling to book a test is to check the website on Mondays at 6 AM. This is when the DVSA refresh their servers and upload new tests or cancellations, so you might get lucky. And number 5 is watch practical mock tests online. Now, this might seem like it doesn't really help, but subconsciously you'll start to learn about small driving faults and know how to avoid them when you're driving yourself. This happened to me as I'd be watching someone else make a mistake, and when I'd be driving, I'd remember that mistake and avoid it. So there are many channels out there that record practical mock tests, and they're pretty fun to watch. So that's all from me. I wish you the best of luck on your learner driving journey, and I hope that soon you'll get your hands on that shiny pink license. If you have any further questions, please let me know in the comments or consult the DVSA website where you can get more information. I know from personal experience that learning to drive can be very frustrating, even if you don't pass first time, but it's always important to never give up, because there's no better reward than knowing that you'll never have to worry about that ever again. And that's it. Goodbye.